Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Mr. Calculus signing on. Before we start, kindly click the subscribe button and the notification button for more updates. So I have here two word problems to be used for this video. So let's begin. Carl puts some flour on a dish. The total weight of the flour and dish is 70 grams. Dave puts thrice the amount of flour that Alan puts on the same dish. The total weight of flour and dish is 160 grams. Find the weight of flour that Dave puts on the dish. So first of all, we may use different strategies in any problem. Don't worry. Okay. So what you can see here, we may be able to encircle the given first. So 70 grams and 160. Now, one of my technique is underline also the question and box the math word. So one of the math word here, keyword is thrice, meaning 3 times. Okay. And then erase the unnecessary words such as this one. Although it is very helpful, but we don't really need that in terms of representation of the problem. Okay. Now, let's say Carl, C stands for Carl, and the total weight of flour and the dish is 70 grams. Okay, so this is 70 grams. That is for Carl. Now for Dave, thrice the amount, meaning 3 times. Okay, 3 blocks to represent uh, the amount of flour that Carl puts on the same dish. What do you mean by same dish? It must be the same bar or same container when it comes to represent the dish. Okay. So what you're about to see is 3 blocks to represent thrice the amount, provided there is 1 block additional. It's a little bit short. The reason is this represents the weight of the particular dish. And we know that they are the same, so it doesn't matter naman. Okay? So the total weight is, don't forget, it is 160 grams. So here's the question. What is the weight of the flour that Dave puts on the dish? So we may be able to represent this in different or multiple ways. So that is the question. Now, instead of using other techniques, we may be able to use the number of blocks. Okay, so these are blocks. Okay, now you may pause the video for a while to see if you will be able to solve this problem. But if you have nothing, if you have already the answer or you really need the help, so let's find out. Okay. Now, what you're about to see here is the amount of uh, flour and the dish is 70, which is also the same thing as on this part. That is one of my clue. Once more, please pause the video for a while to find the answer. Okay, so perhaps you already know the answer. So let's proceed. So what you're about to see here is you may able to compare the particular numbers we have already. So we know that this is already 70. And what we may be able to see also is that we can also find out this number. We already know that this whole thing is 160 minus 70. Okay? So there's something to do with that segment addition postulate. Now, we may be able to solve this right now. Okay? Now, what you can see here, there are two blocks. So therefore, two blocks as approaches 160 minus 70 grams. That will be the weight of the flour for two blocks. So 160 minus 70. So that's supposed to be 90. Okay. Now, what we're about to see now is to solve for one block. It's necessary because in terms of algebra, that is the x. Okay. So 90 divided by 2. So what you can see here is this is already 90, and we know that we need to solve for one block first. So 90 divided by 2 is 45. Okay. Now our goal is this one, the amount of floor, which is 3 blocks. And therefore, we need to multiply one block by 3, which is 45 multiplied by 3. It will become 135 grams. If your answer is 135 grams, then your answer is correct. Now, if you don't know if your answer is correct, for example, perhaps, let's find out. Okay, suppose you have one block for, uh, who is this? For Carl. So that particular block is 135. I mean 45. And what's supposed to be the weight of the dish in this case? Provided it has a total of 70. So to find out this part, you need to subtract 70 by 45. That will become 25. So it's suppose the weight of the dish is 25 grams. Now, if you're about to solve naman when it comes to Dave, 3 blocks. So therefore, medyo I will just change only the particular block for Dave. So let's say this is 135, which is 3 blocks already. Provided this is the dish and the total weight is 160. Now, to find out this part, 160 minus 135, and the difference will become 25 also. If they are the same, therefore, our answer might be correct. And also, it's not only might, so it is really correct. Now, that is one of our strategy. Now, there's another strategy. So you may use the representation. So in this case, let x equals weight of flour and y as represented as weight of dish. We already know that Carl puts some flour on a dish, and therefore we may be able to represent this as x plus y, a flour in a dish with a total weight of 70 grams. Now, when you say thrice the amount, so 3 times x added by y, so the dish, it will become 160. Now, we may be able to solve these equations in such a way. Can be elimination, it can be substitution, but particularly you may be able to use elimination just like the previous example. Okay, so we may be able to solve right now. Okay, so the question again is the 3x. Okay. Now 3x added by y is equal to 160. So x plus y is equal to 70. Get the difference of both sides. So this will become 2x by elimination. And this will become equal to 90. Now we are about to divide both sides by 2 so that we may be able to solve for the value of x. So 90 divided by 2 is 45. Now that is not our goal. Don't forget that the answer must be substitute uh, the x. So in this case, 3 times 45, it will become 135 grams. Okay. So this is the combination of blocks and algebra at the same time. This is also a grade 5 and this is also a grade 8 standards. So hopefully this will help you a lot. Now, kindly pause for a while for the video for your own reference. Okay. And hope to see you on the next video.